All right, Coach, they've got right around 100,000 packed in here like sardines at AT&T Stadium. And with the roof closed and the bottled waters flowing, figures to be a loud and raucous atmosphere in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Check. Watch 54. I'm here all day.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Great. Mike 5-4. Watch the back. Here we go.
Now Saquon Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
It's caught. Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
He had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
On 1st down, Newton. Forced out. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Redskins scoop it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, McKinnon dancing away at the 35. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offense. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. Beside here in this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Ready, black 25. Check, 54, black 54.
On 2nd down, McKinnon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Wait. Check. Press down. Easy.
Here's McKinnon. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 yards on the play, first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Ready, black 22. Check, block 54.
Appreciated, Coach. Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5. Yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go. 15 on it. 15 on it. Here we go. Here we go.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. Biggest game of Barkley's rookie year on the ground came against these Redskins. Week 14 a season ago, 14 carries, 170 yards. After the run, Newton going to throw. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
And
an Allen to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. It's caught by Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
This is Barkley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Check safety, check safety.
Back to throw. Newton. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Matt Milano in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
He's coming, double up. 20. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. All right, T, let's try. All right, T. Great.
Out of the gun, Newton. Steps away to his left. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
Great. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
On fourth down, Newton. He's got Fitzgerald. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Set. Now, Katie. Check. Watch 54. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. So they held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal.
Push him back.
Elijah McGuire with it, the third-year man from Louisiana. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on fourth down. They snap it to Newton. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Matt Milano. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Ready. Black, what is that? 50. You got nothing. You got nothing. Wait, triple team. Watch the twins. Let's go.
This is Jerick McKinnon, who missed the entire 2018 campaign. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the 20-yard line.
Break.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Take this break.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Ready. Blue ready. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, stop.
On first down, McKinnon. Oh, it's out. McKinnon fumbled it. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
I know you feel that. Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Wait. 81. 30. SOS. Showing it. Switch up.
Jameis to throw it. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Redskin first down.
Ready.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw, Winston. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. Touchdown, Washington. Philip Dorsett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Redskins 7, Cowboys nothing. Mason Crosby sets to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 8.
And that'll set them back 5. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Gun. Check three. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Looking deep for Julio. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Winston. And this one's incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Gun. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch QB drop. 20. 66, pull it. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Now Newton on 1st down. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check me out. Express! Me. Gun.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for the defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Tyreek Hill ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Redskins 14, Cowboys nothing. Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
56, Mike 56. I'm coming.
On 2nd and a couple. Newton is caught outright by Graham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 33. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
There's Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Man.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Again, Newton. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 7.
To the air again, Newton. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. McKinnon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Winston. That's complete to DK Metcalf. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That's it. Double dog. That's the 8. What is it?
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 33-yard line.
54 Mike. Get that quarterback at all costs. Express. Watch the motion. Watch the motion. Great. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go.
Now Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Newton. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And this will be taken at the 13. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And a tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Winston on 4th down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his mid.
And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
Looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now a play fake here on first down. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it second down.
At the 19-yard line.
Ready? Blue way. Check him off.
Second down, it's Henderson. And he's got Roan. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Ready? Black 25.
On second down now, it's Henderson. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I can't help but laugh. And the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film. Want to know why he's not getting started.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
It's now second and 6 at the 46-yard line.
53's a must. 53. 53. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
To throw on second and 6. Winston. James has got it. Complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, stop.
They go play action. Winston. He's going to loft one deep left. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. Jameis went. With his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now Crosby for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's 3rd and short. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Throw left side complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken in at the 22. "34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Ready? Black, can you do that? 54 Mike. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. White. Let me go.
1st down, Winston. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Winston. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Ready?
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Get your swerve on. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Green, triple C. Top up. Mike 5-4. Sonic. Hey, watch that. Let's go.
Winston now. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now McKinnon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Jerick McKinnon. His 21st touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
54. Down to lose one.
Newton on third down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Demario Davis, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Here's Hill on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 65 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a...
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Well, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He's going to air one out. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Eli Apple. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
On 1st and 10, Newton being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cam Newton, 28 yards. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage. Walsh in for 6. Walsh adds the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. Because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. They go play action here on first down. They're going deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Tyreek Hill, 68 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Matt Milano in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Cam fighting, he lost the football, it's out, and the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't.
Hey, stop.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready? Look at it. 54 Mike. Hey. Ready?
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 22-yard line.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
On first down, it's Newton. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Great. Right there. 54, right there. That's it. 54, Mike. You ain't going there.
Throwing is Newton. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays. One last throw here for Newton. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guy